Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Okay, so today I am out at Hazelmere. This is now not even a week since our last heavy rains that we had, but for a couple of days. Yeah, we got a comp here next weekend. I don't know how it's gonna happen. The water's, this is a cold, well, this is pretty cold. I mean, it's not the coldest I've felt it before, but it's pretty cool. So it's obviously cold water coming in. Biggest thing is super rising, and at the dam wall you can actually see turbulence. That's how they are letting water out, because it's not supposed to go up to 100% of the new mark, and I think it was sitting at 70 or whatever percent. So they got to get it down to about 50% water level, which is 100%. Oh, it's a mouthful of the old water level, roughly, give or take, somewhere around there. So situation we're sitting with is super dirty water. Like, I mean, you have got inches of visibility. So these fish have been hammered with a lot of rain. Literally within a day it went up from 50 or whatever percent up to 70 something percent a day, 2 days, give it, say 2 days. And for this dam that's a lot. And then now they're lowering the water level, so got everything stacked up against you. I won't lie, I am not feeling super confident in this one, but let's see. If I can get 2 or 3 bites, I think I'll be happy. Technically it should get better by comp time in a week's time. Well, we're sitting on Thursday, so it's like, what's it, 9-10 days or whatever till comp day. I don't think I'll be back for another pre-fish. There won't be anything changing between now and let's say Sunday. I highly doubt it. So I think today is it. If I find something, I'll find something. If I don't find something, you know what, then we're just gonna wing it on comp day. I just hope I can get a fish catch for you guys, so I can at least put this video up. Even if it's 1 bite, this video is going up, guys. Let's see if I can get onto something at least. Okay guys, first bait up for me for today is gonna have to be a chatterbait. It's just a confidence thing, and I think you're gonna have to fish your confidence baits, but you're gonna have to fish smartly. Haven't even tied it on yet. So I'm gonna go for chatterbait and a white stroker crawl, white chatterbait. There's not a hell of a lot of visibility. Yeah. Okay guys, yes, can you believe it? Now I've got this rod in my way, yeah? What a mess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Wow. I'm not even going to worry about the net and stuff now. I just needed that bite. Yo. And what a bite it is. Wow. That's something my brother actually gave me. He told me to test it out. Wow. But look at the color. Wow. Okay, thank you. You all give a kiss. Oh. Okay, cool. Sorry, dude. Oh. Teeth are super sharp. Super sharp. Wow. I honestly started getting all depro. Thinking to myself, no, why did I even bother? Why did I even bother? And I haven't even taken the wobble head off because I was actually dragging this in deeper water just now. So I've just been too lazy to take it off. And funny thing is, I cast it in there with the chatterbait a couple of times in that same spot. She didn't want to go for it. This she went for. Okay, so let's see if that's something, because this is quite shallow. This is new flooded area, quite shallow, so hey, I'm not going to say no to that. Yeah, and someone asked me a little while back to do something about with flipping and pitching. Okay, so flipping is not really something we're going to do from a kick bait. Let me explain to you what flipping is. Let the line out roughly there, and then you give yourself more line. So you got this. So this is basically the line you have. You switch over your bail, clip over your bail, and that is the line you're going to work with. That is flipping. So basically you're just going to swing it and feed it line. So this is a very close quarters thing. This will work in water like we're sitting in here now, because those fish aren't really going to see you, you know. So that's basically flipping. It's not really something we do too often. Pitching on the other hand is, again, let line out roughly up to where your reel is. It's like a motion, like a pendulum. So basically you're going to create like a pendulum action. Okay, now usually once it's right about there. So let's use a clock now. So let's say I am sitting at 11 o'clock now. Roughly when I get to about 8 o'clock, that's when I release it. So it's got to get its own forward motion. This is something you're going to have to practice. When you're standing up in a boat, this is way easier than doing it here. But you're basically giving it a wrist movement. So you're basically creating a little bit of speed. And then once you get to about 8-ish o'clock, saying the rod tip is sitting at about 10, 11, that's when you release. And then just keep your thumb there so you don't overwind. But yeah, I mean, you can get quite a bit of distance with it. And that's why we go with pitching, because you're still dead on accurate, but you don't have to get that close to the fish. Flipping, you're getting really close to the fish, and yeah, it depends on the situation. It's not always ideal. Yeah, as I said, it's really just you're trying to create a pendulum. So just let it swing back and forth a bit, just so you can get the feel. And when you start doing this, don't go and try and do it with like a 1/8 ounce weight or something like that. Use something heavier, just till you get the motion of it and you figure out how to do it. Once you've got that down, you can start dropping your weight and so forth. So start with a heavier weight, 3/8 ounce upwards, just so that it makes it a little bit easier. Wait, what was that now? That looked very good for a second. And so that you don't get so many overwinds. That's the only reason you're going to go with a heavier weight for now. But yeah, if you can learn how to pitch properly, then I mean putting it in the back of something, it's quite easy. Not like that. Like that. But in the back of a stuff. You gotta go into their house, basically. You can be real accurate this way. Right everyone, it is now day 2 of free fishing. So I'm not going to talk much about day 1 now. I'll do a recap at the end of the day, what I think was going on and so forth. But as you guys saw, not much. Did get a couple of bites, managed to land 1 good fish. Didn't really hammer that area too much, so today's plan is I'm actually running all the way down the river. Only thing is I can already feel, I'm barely started getting into the river and I can feel by my feet that the water's colder. It is definitely colder than out in the main dam. So we'll see what that's going to do. Generally cold muddy water is not a go. It's usually a bad thing. But this is not the normal situation. We don't normally get this kind of rain. Especially not this time of the year where it's like this bad. So these fish are all confused, I reckon. So I'm just gonna take a chance and run all the way up and see what's going on there. Right guys, just so that you guys don't think we're exaggerating with how much water came through here. Have a look at this. Okay, so I'll start off. You can see that's all mud. So the water was up there. You can actually see the brown way up there on the bank. So that's obviously from the previous flood, or maybe even this one that we had, because I mean there was 2 floods 6 weeks apart. Now here's the scary thing guys. That is it's a crap load of water to fill all of this up to the top there across the whole dam. Now here's what I want to show you. Have a look at that tree. I hope the sun is not affecting it too much. That's your tree. That is the base of another tree hanging on top there. So that is roughly where that water was sitting, probably, for that base to be sitting up at the top there. Yeah. That is a lot of water. Honestly, I'm a bit stumped here in terms of what to do, because you can't see you can barely see your flippers. I don't know, well here in the river at least, that's maybe 6-7 centimeters. Then your flipper, which is a big profile, disappears, and my flippers are black, so you can just imagine what a small bait like that does. It's gone within 2-3 centimeters. So yeah, that's wild. That amount of water that actually came through here. To see where the water level went up to is crazy, absolutely nuts. I mean, on the other bank, like way up on the bank, you can actually see how everything was pushed flat. That is so hard. Places where there used to be trees, like a whole tree field, they're all gone. It's flattened. Where we used to catch fish, there's like nothing now. It's just sand. There we go. There we go, guys. Yeah. Get the fish on the net. Okay, guys. So that is a keeper. I mean, it's not a big keeper, but it's over 50. It's probably like a 32, 33. I don't even have my scale here. But yeah. I do have marks here. Yeah, it's about 32. As I said, not a big keeper, but I'll take it. Thank you. That was a mouthful. Well guys, comp day has come. You can see we're the very last to leave the shore. Everybody's already on the water. There's no rush here. No secret spots or anything to get to. It's just gonna have to fish what's in front of you. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the first and hopefully the last time that I have literally 2 days of pre-fishing and a comp all in one video. Yeah, it was insane, but as I've said before, extraordinary conditions. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a few, at least just 2 or 3. That's the goal. I don't think you can expect too much today, but we'll see. We're gonna give it horns. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. No! No hurt. I promise you. But it just goes to show they are there. Yeah. They're just not eating. And then I'll catch a small one and it pops out in the net.
As long as it's 25.
Yes you do, this thing is pale like you cannot believe. It looks translucent and it's got a nasty sword that I'm going to have to touch. Okay everyone, so yeah, it was quite painful. Dropped a really nice fish. Stupid move, should have used the net. I thought I had it pinned better. I was just trying to swing it into my lap. And I never do that. Not until I've got a bag kind of thing. I always use my net, or try. Anyway, it's what it is. I've got one little keeper now in. Small one, but it's a keeper nonetheless. And now I'm taking a big risk. I'm running upriver and the water is definitely colder here, substantially colder than on that side, so giving myself not too much time down here, but I am going to try it out. I just have to, because I've got a few spots that I generally like throwing my chatterbait around here, and I got 2 bites on a chatterbait which I didn't get in pre-fishing at all, and trust me, I threw that chatterbait a lot and I didn't get a nibble. So just 2 bites on it is enough to tell me that, you know what, they might actually want this chatterbait, so it's worth checking it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then I've wasted a couple of hours of my day. I'll just have to go back out and see if I can't at least pick up 1 or 2 more. But yeah, I can't believe that happened. I mean, yeah, you just don't do stupid stuff like that in the comp, and I did. was about to turn around, guys. I was actually about to turn around and go back because this water is so ice cold. Why that fish even is biting in this water, I have no idea, but I'm gonna go with it. Guys, I'm not going to celebrate too loud because I've got fishermen around me. You got that one properly. He ate it the way he's supposed to. That's another keeper. Okay, guys. So I turn and away so that get everything ready. So that but is, I cannot explain to you how light it is. Okay, I'm just gonna retie and stuff now. There's no need to take chances. You're not gonna get a lot of bites. This could make things very interesting. Been from quite chilly morning to like full on bluebird skies and hot, like really hot. I think I'm very fortunate to have already caught a few fish, to be honest. I think it's gonna get even tougher than what it has been. I honestly think so. Sure. Right guys, I'm gonna start working my way back to the main dam again. I mean, look at this flow. It's insane. It is. I've never seen Hazel flow like this. And I attacked it from all kinds of angles. I fished in behind, like right here next to me. It's like dead calm water there. I fished there. I fished in the actual current, down it, with it, across it. I basically covered all my bases. I don't think there's any fish here that's going to be sitting in this right now. I mean, these fish aren't used to this, so they'll get out of here. But I had to check it out. I mean, and I'm glad I did. I did catch another keeper at least down the river. In fact, 2 of my keepers came from the river now, 2 out of the 3. So I mean, it's definitely not a bust at all. I'm very, very chuffed with that. So yeah, I'm gonna start heading. I'll stop off at a couple of spots and just check it out, and then take it from there. Hopefully we can put another 2 on the board and get a full Saba bag. That would be awesome. Wow guys, this has actually changed so much. This is like a little river bend that I'm sitting on, channel to my left. But it used to be just this here, then it would kick up, and roughly here it would just be, you know, drop down deep. This is a small little lure and small weight, and it's getting down to the bottom super quickly. So that means that sand is all moved over. I mean, let's see. that should be like pretty much smack down in the middle of that channel. It's on the bottom. It is actually on the bottom. This whole river section has completely changed compared to how it used to be. It's just so different now. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm still giving my river section a go. I want to give up on it. It's quite a bit. I want to go super shallow on top of the flat, way in the back. And I want to go see what's happening there, if there's any fish cruising around there or not. Oh well, guys, yeah, you were hooked well. This is about the size fish I lost. Actually, one I lost was bigger than that this morning. That would have been 5 keepers now. Okay, I'm gonna get a photo of this guy and yeah, get it back in the water and get out there again. I need to kick off a spot. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Well guys, that's a wrap. So that is now comp number 3 for the season, done and dusted. As you guys saw in pre-fishing, it was insanely tough. It was really a tough day out. Even comp day was a tough day out. I got 5 bites. I made a big boo-boo with my first one. It was 100% my own fault. Could have had that fish in the net, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I can't even tell you exactly why I got the bites, but they just switched onto the chatterbait on the day. I did fish the chatterbait and pre-fishing. The only thing that I did change was the line. Now, I've been thinking about this. Could it be that because I had it on 20-pound line from when we were fishing over in Moy River between all those trees and stuff. I had it on 20-pound line, and then the night before the comp I changed over to 15-pound line. Thinner diameter, don't know if it was just a little bit more vibration than what it had the week before, or if the conditions were just a little bit better. But chatterbait is what worked, guys. Oops, this guy here. Okay, so that's just a standard full white Z-Man. And then my favorite all time. I've been using a stroker crawl as a trailer on a chatterbait for a good while now, guys, and I've been catching fish left, right and center. So it really does work. It's an amazing chatterbait trailer. I just think it gives a slightly rounder, bulkier profile from below if a fish is coming up on it. And yeah, it works. I've caught absolute giants on it, actually. I think my biggest was just over 4 kilos on that same setup, just a different color scheme, but same setup. So yeah, get onto those one. Get onto that one, guys. Where to next? I was actually supposed to put up a mid-month video, but I never had time to do it last week. Never had time to finish it off, and I just decided now I'm going to put the comp video out first. So next up will be mid-month. Now I do have another video, and then we're going to have to see if I can get onto the water to give you something extra, something else. So guys and girls, if you enjoyed this video, as always, hit that subscribe button, give me a comment, give me a like, and yeah, tight lines for the weekend.